Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are keeping fine and taking good care of yourself. Children, yesterday I had started chapter 6 from your history book, Mahatma Gandhi and the national movement. I have already taught you about the early life of Mahatma Gandhi. Now today I am going to go through a quick revision. I'll take quick revision of what have taught you yesterday. Children, Mahatma Gandhi became the hero of the national movement, and these were the four methods how he led his war against the British rule. So, how he brought people together so that they can fight against not in violence but following the path of non-violence. So these were the four methodology which was followed by Mahatma Gandhi. They are Satyagraha, mass movement, Swadeshi and non-violence. Yesterday I have told you, and it is given in page number 70 in your book. You can go through it. Then there were three main satyagrahas which he had followed. They were Satyagraha of Champaran, and then Ahmedabad and Kheda. Now children, what is the meaning of word Satyagraha? This term is made up of two Sanskrit words. Satya, that is truth, and Agraha, insist to hold fast. It means to be fearless, truthful and not accepting what is wrong. Then non-violence, ahimsa, this you must have read in your previous classes also. The path of ahimsa means non-violence, or means not killing or avoiding injury, not physical injury but of words and deed also. According to Mahatma Gandhi, it meant avoiding injury to anything by thought, word or deed, not physically beating or kicking or killing anyone, but even wrong thinking and was also, and wrong word should not be used. So these were the method which was and directions which were followed by Mahatma Gandhi. Now children, here I am giving you slides so that whenever you feel like you can go through them. If you don't want to go through the book, read the book, here is the main points which I have selected and giving you so that you can go through it. Now next children, these were the leaders of that time of non-cooperation movement. They are Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. These were the two one, and then Mr. Rowlatt was there, who had passed the Rowlatt Act. So they were all the important leaders with Mahatma Gandhi, and mostly these two were the of Khilafat movement. Children, the non-cooperation movement of 1920 and causes that led the non-cooperation was Khilafat movement, Rowlatt Act and Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. We'll read after this, after the slide. Now children, the non-cooperation. During the First World War, the Congress cooperated with British. Even Gandhi ji urged the Gujarati peasants to join the army. Means they first cooperated with British and they helped British in many ways. But the event of 1919, like the Khilafat wrong, pass of the Rowlatt Act and Jallianwala Bagh tragedy, what happened? Greatly disillusioned Gandhiji. He turned from the cooperation movement. Means till now they were cooperating with the people, with British people, but then he went against, because British was not doing anything good for the people of India. So they went against. So non-cooperation started. Then Khilafat movement, it was started by the Muslims of national leaders, all the national movement, the Muslim leaders of that time. They started the Khilafat movement. And why they started the Khilafat movement is that in the First World War, Turkey was defeated by British and Ottoman Empire was divided. Now what happened children? At that time all the power was taken away from the Sultan of Turkey, who was also Caliph. Caliph is religious head of Muslims. Now, till now, all the caliphs of Turkey, Caliph of Turkey was considered as the religious head of Muslims, and all the Muslims throughout the world respected him. But at that time, what happened? All the power from the Caliph, the Sultan of Turkey, who was also a Caliph, was taken by the British. And Muslim thought that Caliph's weakening position would weaken the position of Muslim also. If the leader is weak, naturally the follower of Muslim will also become weak. So they started protesting against British. Here in India also the protest against it, Muslim of India also started the same, because worldwide everyone, all the Muslims throughout the world, they respected and considered Caliph as their leader. So now in India, all the Muslims, they also started protesting against the British. And powerful movement called Khilafat movement against the British. Now Khilafat means khilaf, against someone. So this movement started, and the movement was led by Ali brothers. Now in the picture I told you, a picture was shown before this slide. A picture was shown where the where along with Rowlatt, there was two brothers, Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. They started the Khilafat movement. And then what was their demand? They demanded returning Ottoman Empire to Caliph, to give big territory to Caliph, the Arab lands which included Arabia, Iraq, Syria and Palestine, to remain under the Muslim rule. And 17th October 1919 was observed as Khilafat Day. Children, you may find the from your book some headings topic can be first, but slide should be slide you can see afterward. But all the slides are there, no matter if they are not in serial order, but you will find it in your book. So here Khilafat movement started. Now what happened before this Khilafat movement, or before even non-cooperation movement? I have told you yesterday also, at Surat session, the National Congress, they split into two, and then again after few years they came back together and united. Now they formed Muslim League. They separated from the Congress. But now when the Khilafat movement started, the Muslims, they went against the British. So Gandhi ji felt that it was the best time to unite with Muslims, because if Muslim and Hindus, they come together, they unite, then they will become more powerful, and then they can fight with British together. But British did not wanted this. They wanted them means Muslims and Hindus to be separated. Now Gandhiji saw in Khilafat movement an opportunity to unite Hindus and Muslims. So what happened? He promised unity and said that Hindu wouldn't remain aloof when their Muslim brothers are in need. Means he said that everyone, all Hindus and Muslims were living in the same country. They were like brothers and sisters. So Gandhiji said, if their Muslim brothers are in need, then we will surely help them. And then they united together. They came together. He was elected as the president of All India Khilafat Conference. Who was he? Gandhiji. And asked him to follow the policy of non-cooperation movement. Now Gandhiji asked the people of both Khilafat and Muslim League and National Congress to come together, and then they follow the policy of non-cooperation movement. By 31st August 1920, Khilafat non-cooperation movement started. Means both the movement united, they both came together, known as Khilafat non-cooperation movement. People resigned from government job, they didn't pay taxes, did hartal, boycott foreign good, etc. By this they showed they are not going to cooperate the British government. So here this time now Gandhiji, he took active part, and then he united both Hindus and Muslims together to become powerful, and then they can fight against British. Now children, I will do this. Next is the Rowlatt Act, but this we'll do in next class, because I don't want to run with your chapter. I'll go slow so that you can study, you can understand the chapter well. Tomorrow I will tell you the Rowlatt Act. But children, till Khilafat movement, you please go through the lesson, read the lesson well, you will get the homework. And children, please take care of yourself, don't go out, and submit your project along with the school fees, so that we can collect the project and we can give mark accordingly. Thank you children, take care of yourself, have a good day.